snow gripping much of the nation. No such worries today here in the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready. They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Ward. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Jaguars.
Red.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close. This more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go, let's go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Through the middle of the field.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags use the early first here in this one. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Throwing is Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Ward. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ward. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run off and tackle him.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Lion.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3.
Lisa 24.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Let's go, Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready, set, contact, Buffalo 80. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Come on. 7 top. Hook 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. The kidder here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's fourth down.
18 Rattler. 65 catch.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Trap 60.
Ward. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
60 vices.
Here's Ward. Throwing right in, that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throws right side, and that's complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
13, Lou.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Red on red.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Hey, let's go. Next side.
Turton is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Agate. Great. Hey. Go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his first touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That's complete to DK. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Throwing now, Ward. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
First down. First and goal, Tennessee.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Ward. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 3 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
70 SMWUG.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall then. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Oh, what a juke into space. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11. Hey, Soko, so hot. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
13 Luke, same price.
Now Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Go set. Let's go now.
16 yards line.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Go, let's go.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Rip, 23.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes 2nd down. Working out of the gun here, Ward. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of mid. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play fake, here's Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Come on. Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Look at the juke. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And that's a hard-earned yard there as yards. He takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Luke! Hey, run!
That is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.